Control air system. Click the components for further information. The main functions of the control air module are to reduce air pressure to 7 bar, to filter the air and remove humidity. Draining of condensed water must be done every day. Check manometer air pressure, 7 bar. The control air consumers. Solenoid valve for stop-start. 3-way valve for 2-stage charge air cooler. Electro-pneumatic overspeed shut-off device. Fuel injection pump cleaning system. Heavy fuel oil, marine diesel oil, change over valve. Marine diesel oil and heavy fuel oil. Marine diesel oil and heavy fuel oil. Marine diesel oil and heavy fuel oil. Heavy fuel oil only. Heavy fuel oil only. Rocker arm lubricating system. Wrong. You have no more tries. We will show you the answer. Click the components for further information. The purpose of the strainer is to collect sludge and coarse particles in the lubricating oil to prevent damage to the pump. Unscrew the drain plug. Pull out the strainer element and clean it. Remove sludge in the strainer housing. Reinstall the strainer element. Reinstall the plug. Watch the lubricating oil pressure until the reading is normal and the low pressure alarm is off. The rocker arm lubricating oil pump is a tandem pump of the gear type. It is driven by the crankshaft gear wheel. In addition to operating as a rocker arm lubricating oil pump, it serves as a fuel oil feed pump or a nozzle temperature control oil pump. To prevent leakage from the pump into the engine, the space between the sealing ring and the pump is drained through telltale hole 1. If a leakage is observed, the pump has to be removed so that the location of the leakage can be determined and mended. If a leakage is observed through the telltale hole 2, the sealing ring, or at least one of the pumps, will have to be replaced, depending on which is faulty. Inspect the telltale holes monthly. The relief valve for the system is mounted in the filter. There is a cock and a handle on the filter housing. These are used for bypassing and cleaning of the filter respectively. The F mark on the cock corresponds with the mark on the filter housing during normal operation. If not, the filter is not in use. The filter element should be cleaned at least once a day. This is done by turning the handle on the filter housing a few turns. Clean the filter element by clicking the handle. To bypass the filter, turn the cock to position D. Remove the blind flange. Remove the impurities. Reinstall the flange. Remember to fill up suction pipe and filter after overhauls involving removal of the suction pipe. The engine has 2 cooling water systems, one high temperature jacket water system and one low temperature system. Only the high temperature system will be described here. The high temperature system is a fresh water cooling system. During operation or just after the engine has been stopped, most of the engine will be hot. Touching the engine parts may cause burns. In this system, be especially aware of the following parts. Cooling water pipes may get up to 90 degrees Celsius. The operator should always be aware of the high water temperature when working with parts of the cooling water system. Pay attention to how the additives are stored. The additives to the cooling water may involve a health risk, especially when highly concentrated. The operators are responsible for keeping updated with the producer's warnings on the containers or data sheets. Parts of the engine to be cooled by the jacket water system is the cylinder block, the cylinder liners, the cylinder heads and the turbocharger. Control of cooling water quality is very important to prevent corrosion, sediments and surface growth in the jacket water cooling system. It is important to use inhibitors in the jacket water, both for fresh water and for distilled water. When using inhibitors, the service instructions have to be followed very carefully with respect to the water quality, supplement volume treatment, and storage. Changing high temperature cooling water. Empty and flush the cooling system thoroughly before commencing treatment to remove as much sludge and rust as possible. If the system is exceptionally rusty, it is advisable to repeat this procedure after the first week or two of treatment. Click the components for further information. The jacket water cooler removes heat from the jacket water and transfers it to the raw seawater system. The plate heat exchanger consists of edge-clamped frames within which a number of plates and gaskets are compressed. It is of great importance to inspect the high-temperature water cooler during the running-in period, in order to gain experience to determine the correct intervals for cleaning. When the cooler is out of operation for a longer period, empty it, open it, and clean it. Cleaning of the plates is important to restrict corrosion and to keep the heat transfer rate at a maximum level. Plate exchangers should be inspected and cleaned at regular intervals. The jacket water pump is an engine-driven centrifugal pump type. It delivers water for cooling the turbocharger and the high-temperature section of charge air cooler for engines equipped with two-stage charge air cooler. The roller bearings are lubricated by the main lube oil system. Do not operate without proper water supply. This will destroy the pump. If observing lubricating oil or water coming through the telltale hole, replace both sealing rings to ensure satisfactory sealing. The heater module consists of an electric pump with an electric element. The purpose of the heater module is to keep the engine temperature at approximately 50 degrees Celsius while the engine is in standby mode. Never operate without proper water supply, because that will destroy the ceramic seals in the pump immediately. purpose of the regulating valve is to adjust the jacket water flow rate.